Welcome to Leadership Unleashed. This is the start of the program designed to look at your strengths and how you lead your own life so that you can create your own personal leadership approach to yourself, to be the CEO of yourself. We're all different, from the way we look, to our personalities, to the things we're interested in, to our strengths or gifts. So how we lead our own lives will be quite different from each other. But why is leadership of self important? Do you know people that seem to have a purpose, seem to know what they're all about? They seem to have a good sense of self. And you know what? They influence people without even knowing it. They have great self-leadership. If we have a strong understanding of ourselves and our own self-leadership, we become the CEO of our own lives. We make choices about the things that we believe in and are authentic, rather than being swept along in the way things happen, with the things that our friends do. And sometimes we even feel that we don't have a choice in what we do. Right to the other extreme, potentially we become victims. You know, Nelson Mandela was in prison for 27 years. His self-leadership was so strong that even in the most terrible situations, he did not lose his belief of who he was, and eventually led South Africa out of apartheid, and today is considered to be one of the most influential leaders of our time. Look, we know leaders come in all shapes and sizes. Yes, the famous ones too. Barack Obama, Winston Churchill, Gandhi, Mother Teresa, even Adolf Hitler. These leaders all have some good things about them and some not so good characteristics. Who in your lives have you been influenced by? They may be family members, they may be friends, school teachers, someone from your sports club, your church, and other parts of your community. They may be people that you know really well. Yet, or there may be people that you don't know that well, but have made a big difference to you, an impact on your life. They might even be famous. But who are they? What are their strengths? Why do you appreciate them? Why have they influenced you? What are they like? And how have they actually made an impact or made a difference to you? Why are they on your list? Take a piece of paper and just mind map out. Put leadership, the word leadership, in the middle, and then write down the people who have influenced you in your lives. Put down the strengths of each of those people. Reflect on why they've made a difference to you personally. Over the next weeks, we'll actually look at this and break it down. But right now, over the next week, we're going to look at you and your current leadership style. When have you been most influential or shown most leadership? Because we all have influenced others. Some would say you can never not influence others. Over the next week, we're also going to look at what might be, if you were dreaming, the best person that you can be. So what's your ideal self in leadership? And that be yourself. How do you manage your own life? If we're not quite there yet, and let's face it, we can all improve, what are the actions that we can take to be that ideal self? And how did we go? Over the following weeks, we'll actually break that down and actually look at each characteristic individually and work through that.